After finding that safe full of jewelry, I'll admit I got into the habit of checking every rural creek we passed. I figured, who knows what else could be out there. About a week later, we were driving back from town when I noticed something strange down in a creek bed under a bridge. I pulled over to take a closer look, and there he was. A baby buck, stuck in thick mud, legs trembling, completely alone. It was about a 30-foot drop, and both sides were steep. I couldn't see any sign of his mother, and it looked like he'd been struggling for hours, maybe longer. His little legs were coated in mud, and every time he tried to move, he just sank deeper. It honestly reminded me of that scene in Homeward Bound when Shadow's stuck in that mud pit, and you're holding your breath hoping he gets out. That's what it felt like. So I climbed down carefully and walked up to him slowly. He didn't even try to run. I think he was just relieved someone had come. I scooped him up, carried him up the bank, and brought him home. We live off-grid, not far from there, and figured we'd take care of him while we figured out what to do. We bottle-fed him, kept him warm, and watched him slowly gain strength. The kids helped, and we all kind of fell in love with the little guy. About a week went by. Then one morning, I was standing in the yard when I turned around and there were two game wardens standing in the driveway. Now, way out where we are, you don't just see law enforcement pull up. So I was a little shocked, maybe even defensive. I didn't know what we'd done wrong. Then it all came out. Someone on Twitter, someone who didn't like Kimber, had seen the photo she posted of the deer. They decided to report us, claimed we were running some kind of illegal deer farm. They even made up stories to back it up. The wardens were polite but serious. They asked if we had any dozen cages. I just laughed and said, "Feel free to look around." We walked the property together. No cages, no illegal operation. Just one muddy little fawn we'd tried to save. In the end, they told us we weren't in trouble, but we had broken a rule. Apparently, to legally care for injured or orphaned wildlife in our state, you need a $10 animal rehab permit. We didn't know. Honestly, who would? So they had us turn the buck over to a licensed rehabber a few miles down the road. We were sad to see him go, but we were also glad he'd get the help he needed. And here's what I learned. Not everyone watching your life is rooting for you. Sometimes the people who follow what you do are just waiting for a chance to cause trouble. So be kind, do the right thing, but also be careful what you share, and remember that not everyone deserves front row seats to your life.